Alright, what's up guys? Welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you're new. My name's Oliver. So for today's video we have an episode recap. Oh my gosh, I don't even know how I forgot that. We have an episode recap of The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, season 14, episode 15. I forgot the title of it, but I have all my notes right here, so let's go ahead and go do it. First scene is with Erica, Bose, and Dorit. Bose and Dorit, they are going over to Erica's home. They're just talking whatever, and also Bose brings over some Telfar bags because those are her invitations to the St. Lucia trip, which I think that's so cool. Like, you brought Telfar bags for everybody. Love that. I love Bose. So while they're at Erica's home, they're talking about Dorit's dinner with Garcelle. Dorit is basically just giving like a recap of it, and Erica just spins it and puts it on her, and she's like, okay, but what about me? You know, when Brittany in Salt Lake City, she was just like, okay, you guys, seriously, what about me? That's what this was, because Erica was basically just saying, you know, like, oh, well, Garcelle and Sutton are saying, you know, this, that, whatever. What about how they treated me? These are two different situations. These are a lot of this is very different. Like, it's not, you can't just equate the situations. It's not like that. You can't do that. Bose does say that it's hypocritical whenever Garcelle and Sutton were basically saying that Bose defends Dorit, which I see where she's coming from, but at the same time, this is not the same situation. Like, it's different. It's different. I can tell that Bose, she basically just doesn't have a lot of prior knowledge of how the friend group was. Not even friend group, just the group was. While this is happening, Garcelle and Sutton are over here talking, and obviously they're talking about Garcelle's conversation with Dorit. Garcelle comes to the conclusion, and she says this in her confessional. She says that Sutton wants to be close with Kyle, which is true. And then Sutton tells Garcelle, you know, like, what she should say to Kyle when it comes to like that whole, I think it was the whole situation with, was it Morgan? I can't remember. I watched this like a few days ago, and I'm just not filming this because this past week was very busy. Anyways, sorry. So yeah, next scene is Kyle and Bose, and Bose goes over to Kyle's house. Obviously, Bose brings over the Telfar bag. That's the invitation for the St. Lucia trip, which is super cool. Bose said that she goes over there because, you know, Kyle did bring up a good point, and she said that Bose hasn't really made much of an effort to get to know her as much as she has with Dorit. Kyle is opening up to Bose more about Mauricio and the whole situation there. Then we find out that Bose's late husband, he was basically cheating on her, unfortunately. The girl that he was cheating on her with showed up to the hospital where he was in whenever he was sick. If I was in her shoes, I definitely would have, they would have had to ban me from the hospital 100%. So the next scene is with PK and Porit Broxley, aka Dorit Kemsley, and basically they're having dinner, and the only note that I wrote here is they're having dinner and girl, move on. That's all I have for that scene. That's literally all I can say on that, because I'm just, at this point I'm kind of like really sick of it. Same with like Kyle and Mauricio, like the whole, not, obviously they're all going through it, okay? They're all going through it, and I don't want to be insensitive here, but it's like me watching this over and over and over, I'm not seeing a lot of resolution. Obviously this takes a lot of time, right? But I'm just kind of over it. Just watching it. I don't mean to be insensitive, but yeah. So then after this, it's a scene with Bose and Keely and then her daughter, Lael. Basically, they're all bonding and they're all having dinner. It's kind of funny because Lael is asking Keely so many different questions, or asking both of them so many different questions, and it's honestly really cool to see. I love the dynamic between Bose and her daughter. It seems like they're very close. I love to see that. I just love whenever, you know, parents and children have like a great relationship with one another. I just love seeing that. But yeah, okay, so after this, it's Kyle and Mauricio. Basically, Mauricio comes to the house. Wasn't Portia there? Portia was there, then Portia leaves, and I think she goes upstairs. Basically, I wrote in here that he's trying to avoid talking about the pics. Like, he's just talking. He's just, like, talking in circles. Al is very silent. It seems like he just didn't care. And then he was like, yeah, the pictures, I'm sorry, and then, did he even say I'm sorry? I don't even know. But basically, he was just talking about the pictures and how awkward it was. It was very awkward. It was very weird. I feel bad. I really do, because I don't know what I would be like in that situation if I was Kyle. I don't want to even speak on that and how I'd be like, oh, I would have just gotten up and left. I can't say that because I just don't know how I would be feeling. But that's that. After this, they all go to the airport. Yes, because they're going to St. Lucia. I have in here that Jennifer Tilly has the best stuff. Absolutely, 100%. Bo said that they all got on separate flights to go to Miami, but they're all on the same flight to St. Lucia. That makes a lot of sense. I think a lot of them got on like a red eye from LA to Miami. And they all got on the same flight the next day to St. Lucia. Oh, the villas where they're staying, so nice. They look incredible. I would love to go. They're at cocktails and a warm welcome. The ladies unpack. Oh, Sutton talks about how awkward it is with she and Dorit, and Sutton's talking to Garcelle and Jennifer Tilly. Now, while Sutton is talking to Garcelle and Jennifer Tilly, Dorit is talking to Erica and Bose. Jennifer Tilly gives her 2 cents and talking about how it feels like in the group, it's like being with the popular girls in high school. It's very cliquey. Like it is very cliquey. It's like the cast is just divided. But Sutton says that the only one who actually supports her is Garcelle. Like, yes, she's talking to Jennifer Tilly, but Jennifer Tilly, she's new to the group, so that's why she didn't say her. But it just does feel like that. The only one who supports her is Garcelle, 100%, and that's very true. I do feel like that's layered though. Like, yeah, Garcelle does stick up for you. But once again, going back to what I was saying with the Fox Force 5, that's why we're in this situation in the first place. Like, if the Fox Force 5 didn't exist, Beverly Hills would probably be in a much better place. I don't know. That's just how I feel, because it's turned the show into being so extremely cliquey, in which, yeah, was it like that before? Of course. But not to this extent. When the Fox Force 5 joined forces, that's when things just took a complete different turn. And then it's a lot there. So they're talking about Kyle for a little bit, and then Garcelle was just like, why does Sutton stand up for Kyle, but Kyle doesn't stand up for Sutton? Which, that's a very good point. She doesn't. And the last point that I have on here, Sutton's kind of crying here. She was saying that she wants the girls to like her, but she can't get them to. Yeah. So since Sutton came on the show, she has been a firecracker. And I'm not saying that in a bad way at all, but it's been kind of funny seeing Sutton and her dynamic with people, because she's gotten into it with Erica, she's gotten into it with Kyle, she's gotten into it with Dorit, she's gotten into it with Crystal, she's gotten into it with Rinna, she's gotten into it with 8.5, she's gotten into it with Diana, she's gotten into it with everybody except for Garcelle. Yeah. Oh, well, interesting. That's the last of my notes. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed as much as I did making it. Please remember to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.